and people were involved in skirmishes and struggles around throughout the city with police. Part of that harshness, part of that repression was police brutality. And daily, see, in my time, from the time I was a child until I was a full-grown man, having been to U of M, haven't played the game, haven't gone to the military, but I could be subject to daily humiliation because I was black and because of the way the society is. My father was chased in Wyandotte because my mother is very light skinned, and they were down in Wyandotte shopping, and somebody thought he was down there with a white female, and they chased them until some people intervened. So we subject, you're watching people daily being humiliated. You yourself are being humiliated. And so how can I find a way to deal with this? You begin to look at the people you begin to see the system and you see the country as the problem. You begin to look and see who is the enemy of the country, who is opposing the country. And what they're saying must be something that's good for us. And so we began, we started working at the Detroit News of all places. I was the third black hired at the Detroit News, and so was John Watson was there, Ken Cockrell was there, were a number of us who daily, as we worked between runs of the newspaper, held forth on the docks down there, arguing politics. So we we began to study together, and we began to study the work. There was always a nationalist, not always, but at that stage there was a nationalist bent to the thinking. And so we would study people like Mao, because he was third world, he was Asian, etc. We studied Nkrumah, we studied Fanon, we studied the various, Ho Chi Minh and the Vietnamese, and tried to understand how this could apply to our situation, because we didn't know, we just wanted something to fight with. And it's through that kind of process of learning about Marxism and the thinking of Mao and and Castro, Che Guevara, etc., that we decided that the working class was the key to doing whatever we would do. The question was, do we deliver a blow to the system, or could we achieve liberation or advance or reform through some process? We had to do something, and for people who identify with oppressed people, expressing exploited people, whether you identify with a group of ethnic workers coming to this country who are terribly oppressed, and all the ethnic group went through that stage, the Irish, the Italians, etc. If you identify with those people and the oppression and the exploitation is severe enough, you have an understanding of you got to do something. You can't live with it. It's tormenting. And so we were tormented.